Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Nandana Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Nandana Yamuna Tira Vanasari Yamuna Tira Vanasari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Nandana Yashoda Nandana Vrajajana Nandana Yamuna Tira Vanasari Yamuna Tira Vanasari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Pariva Jagacharya Stutarasita Shishimadi Divine Bliss ISKCON Founder Acharya Jagat Guru Sri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Pariva Jagacharya Stutarasita Shishimadi Divine Bliss Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada Ki Ananta Guru Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai Namacharya Srila Haridasa Kura Ki Jai Friends of Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shyamakun Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai Mathura Dham Ki Jai Navadvip Mayapur Dham Ki Jai Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai Jamuna Mai Ki Jai Tulasi Devi Ki Jai Bhakti Devi Ki Jai Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. So glory to Shri Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Nama Om Vishnu Padya Krishna Vrita Bhutala Shrimati Bhati Trita Shamata Mr. Krishna Upala Shritam Shri Gaura Karana Sakti Bhati Trita Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narutamam Divyam Saraswatim Vyasam Ato Jayam Udirayet Nashta Prayesha Badreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Naistigi Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Agyat Mirandasya Jnanandjana Salakaya Chakshulunlitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Shapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Kadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Gurun Shri Yuttapadakamanam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Pitam Tam Sajivam Sadvitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radhakanta Namostute Taptakanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Visavan Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sandhuryaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Can you translate for me? Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 25, The Characteristics of King Puranjana, Text number 7. Narada Uvacha Bhuvu Prajapati Rajan Pasun Pasya Tvaya Dware Samgya Pitan Jiva Sangan Nirigrinena Sahashasaha. Narada Uvacha Bhuvu Prajapati Rajan Pasun Pasya Tvaya Dware Samgya Pitan Jiva Sanghan Nirigrinena Sahashasha. Narada Uvacha Bhuvu Prajapati Rajan Pasun Pasya Tvaya Dware Samgya Pitan Jiva Sangan Nirigrinena Sahashasha.
Narada Uvacha Bhoho Prajapati Rajan Pasun Pasyatvaya Dvare Samya Pitan Jiva Sangham
Samgyara Pitan Jiva Sangam Nirigrinena Sahasrasaha. Narada Uvacha Bhuvu Prajapati Rajan Pasun Pasya Tvaya Dware Samgya Pitan Jiva Sangan Nirigrinena Sahasrasaha. Narada Uvacha Bhuvu Prajapati Rajan Pasun Pasya Tvaya Dvare Samgya Pitan Jiva Sangan Nirigrinena Sahasrasaha. Mataji. Narada Uvacha Bhuvoho Prajapati Rajan Pasun Pashyatva Dwari Sanghya Pitan Jiva Sangan Nirigri Nena Sahashasaha Narada Uvacha. The great sage Narada replied, Bobo. Hello. Prajapati. O ruler of the citizens. Rajan. O king. Pasun. Animals. Pasha. Please see. Twaya. By you. Adhwari. In the sacrifice. Samgya Pitan. Killed. Jiva Sangan. Groups of animals. Nigrinena. Without pity. Sahashasaha. In thousands. Translation and purport by Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. The great saint Narada said, O ruler of the citizens, my dear king, please see in the sky those animals which you have sacrificed without compassion and without mercy in a sacrificial arena. Please repeat. The great saint Narada said, O ruler of the citizens, my dear king, please see in the sky those animals which you have sacrificed without compassion and without mercy in the sacrificial arena. Purport. Because animal sacrifice is recommended in the Vedas. There are animal sacrifices in almost all religious rituals. However, one should not be satisfied simply by killing animals according to the directions of the scriptures. One should transcend the ritualistic ceremonies and try to understand the actual truth, the purpose of life. Narada Muni wanted to instruct the king about the real purpose of life and invoke a spirit of renunciation in his heart. Knowledge and the spirit of renunciation, Gyan Vigyan, Vairagya, are the ultimate goal of life. Without knowledge, one cannot become detached from the material enjoyment. And without being detached from material enjoyment, one cannot make spiritual advancement. Karmis are generally engaged in sense gratification. And for this end, they are prepared to commit so many sinful activities. Animal sacrifice is but one such sinful activity. Consequently, by his mystic power, Narada Muni showed King Prachinabhari his heart, the dead animals which he had sacrificed. That is the end of Srila Prabhupada's purport to text 7 of Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 25, entitled The Characteristics of King Purandana. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Maharaj Prachinabhari's site is very, very fortunate because he was able to meet a saintly person who does not simply preach philosophy, and most of the time empty philosophy, which does not have substance to the king. Prachinabhari said he's a fortunate person, very, very, very fortunate person. That although he has been engaged in killing so many animals for sacrifice, and he was being directed by a priest, a ritualistic priest, whom he employed. So he has met with good fortune, and Narada Muni took pity upon him and came to him. He didn't go to Narada Muni. Narada Muni came to him, which is the standard we are following these days. This is a standard we are following now. In the past, when one is interested in spiritual life, you have to go and look for the sage in the forest. Or you go on pilgrimage and never return back to the house. You continue until you leave the body and you go to heaven or whatever. But these days our Acharya have turned it round. That now you have to go to the people and give them Krishna consciousness. That is the latest style we're using now. So Narada Muni came to Prachinabhari Sat Maharaj, and he showed him the movie of his life. See. He was able to see all the animals he has killed for years. All the animals who were waiting, angrily, waiting with anger. That as soon as he finished the duration of life in this body, all of them will come upon him. So when he saw this, his life changed. Once in Mumbai, one man used to come to Srila Prabhupada every morning. And Prabhupada goes on walk to the beach. She will come and accompany Prabhupada. So, and Prabhupada will speak the knowledge of Krishna consciousness. One day he challenged Prabhupada. Swamiji, suppose you will discover at the end that there is no hell. There is no hell. So what will be the benefit of all this philosophy? There is no hell. Prabhupada said, that is okay. That's all right. So, suppose you get to know that there is hell, what will you do? If there is hell, what will you do then? Because if I have preached Krishna consciousness, encouraging people to be saintly, and at the end I discover that there is no hell, so what is the blues? You have not done anything wrong. So it is more dangerous for you that if you continue living a sinful life and at the end you discover that there is hell, what will you do by that time? It is late. There is a pastime which is narrated in the Bible. A man left the body and he was taken to Yamaraj. When he came before Yamaraj, Yamaraj called for his record. And Chitragupta brought this. Krishna Balaram Kejai. Chitragupta brought the record. So Yamaraj looked through, just like Dharamuni did now. So he showed him the record. See your record. See your record. So many sinful activities have been performed by you. And you didn't do anything religiously. So your destination is to go to hell. The man, he begged Yamaraj, please, give me 1 minute. Let me go and inform the people who did not believe that there is hell, that there is really hell. Just 1 minute, I'll just tell them, this is hell, this is the earth. So just 1 minute, I'll just go back and I'll tell people that, yes, I have seen it with my eyes. There is hell. All of you should be careful. Then I will come back to face my judgment. Yamaraj said, no. No. They don't believe. So let me go and tell them so that they will believe. Yamaraj said, no. Since you have come here, you cannot go back there. You have to go this way. Please go. The man said, let me do them good. Yamaraj said, you cannot go back there. If they don't believe, those who are already there telling them that there is hell, they will not believe you. Even if you go back there, they will not believe you. So you don't need to waste your time. Go. So there is hell. There is hell. In the 5th canto, chapter 26, Sukadeva Goswami has given 26 divisions of hell. And he went on to say that actually the hellish planets are unlimited. The hellish planets are unlimited. They are not limited to 26, which I mentioned. There are varieties. All the sinful activities which we perform here has a particular hell waiting for us. A particular sin has a particular hell. So, there is no cheating. Everything is perfectly calculated and we'll get the accurate punishment for our activities, sinful activities or pious activities. Sridharamuni showed Prachina Bharati, he said, Maharaj, look, See all the animals you have sacrificed in your so-called rituals. Yes, they are recommended in the scripture. Prabhupada said here, because animal sacrifice is recommended in the Vedas, there are animal sacrifices in almost all religious rituals. That is true. All religious rituals, there are animal sacrifice. We mentioned the other day, quoting Srila Goswami, who instructed that although there are certain things recommended to us in the scriptures according to our karma, according to our guru, still we should not do them if they will not provoke our Krishna consciousness. If by doing those activities we will not develop attraction for Krishna, we shouldn't do them, even if they are recommended in the scriptures. Prachin about his side didn't hear this from Sutta Goswami. Therefore, he was seriously busy doing his religious duties by killing so many animals. Narada Muni came to show him the result. See all the animals. They are all waiting. When you leave this body, it will be terrible because all of them will also kill you like that. It is said that if one kills a cow, just one cow, it will take birth as many times the hairs on the cow's body. Can anyone count the hairs on the body of a cow? Just one cow. Can anyone count? Our scientists have the machine to count they have machine to count money. They have machine to count the hairs, the number of hairs on the body of a cow. They have the machine. They are going to produce it tomorrow, right? They will produce it tomorrow. They will. Is it not? We expect that they will do it tomorrow because we are making advancement. There's so many things machine can do now without human being. Now you can tell a machine to compose a letter for you. Is it not? How do you call it? GPT. You can tell a machine to write a letter and it will compose a letter for you. So one day they are going to make a machine that will count the number of hairs on the body of the cow. And if they are able to make the machine that will count the number of the hairs on the body, will they hear this philosophy? That they are going to take birth according to the number of the hairs on the cow's body? Will they believe it? Will they accept? Will they hear this philosophy? No, they will not hear this. So even if they are able to do it, it will not change the situation. It will not help us from not going to hell. We will go to hell. So Prabhupada said, however, one should not be satisfied simply by killing animals according to the directions of the scriptures. We shouldn't be satisfied doing that. So Rupa Goswami, he has told us that to follow the rules and regulations of the scripture whimsically is condemned. One should not just follow the rules and regulations just for following or traditionally or ceremoniously. It is condemned. One should purposefully follow religious rules and regulations. We should know why we should do this and the benefit we get. Because Srila Vyasadeva out of his compassion, he compiled the Vedas. He compiled the Vedas considering so many factors. Out of his compassion, he compiled the Vedas considering so many factors. One, there are people in a mode of ignorance. They should have a certain things to purify them. So if a person in a mode of goodness is following the regulations of the scripture meant for Shudra, meant for people in a mode of ignorance, would that benefit the person? It is not meant for you. It is meant for people who are in a lower mode of nature. Therefore, one should not follow the rules and regulations of the scriptures whimsically. We should follow them with the purpose, with full understanding. Why should I follow this scripture? Or what does this actually stand for? We should know that. Of course, we shouldn't whimsically also renounce the rules and the rules and regulations of the scripture. We shouldn't do that also. Both parts are condemned. The part of self-realization are meant for persons in knowledge, persons who are in knowledge or intelligent people. This is a part. One should transcend the ritualistic ceremonies and try to understand the actual truth, the purpose of life. Yesterday we did it just to help people to gradually get elevated. But in Kali Yuga, we don't go for the higher side of everything. We go for the lower side. That is our misfortune. We don't take full advantage of every situation to make advancement. We will take undue advantage of every situation, not to make advancement. So it is very, very important to know this. So Narada Muni wanted to instruct the king about the real purpose of life and invoke a spirit of renunciation in his heart. Knowledge and the spirit of renunciation, Gyan, Vairagya, are the ultimate goal of life. Gyan and Vairagya. We understand a person to be knowledgeable if he has two qualities. A person is considered to be knowledgeable. You can check. This person has knowledge. He has two qualities to check. Not the philosophy that the person demonstrates or the person presents or the ability of the knowledge he has. That is not the qualification to understand a knowledgeable person. The two qualifications are important we should look at. A knowledgeable person is Vidya Vinaya Sampanne. He is, due to true knowledge, he brings what? Humility, no pride. There is no pride. A true sage, a true knowledge brings humility. Humility. Bring humility. He's humble, naturally humble. So one knows this is a knowledgeable person. And he is what? Renounced. So Sutta Goswami said, Vasudeva Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita. Jana yasi asu Vairagyam, Jnana, Vairagyam, Haitukam. Jnana, Vairagya. One who is engaged in bhakti, bhakti will automatically, naturally produce what? Knowledge. And how do we know that he has knowledge? Vairagya. He renounced. Has no attachment to anything in this material world. But he has full attachment to Krishna. Full attachment to Krishna. So we know that this person has knowledge. He's very humble. Pride is the opposite of a knowledgeable person. One who has no knowledge, he simply knows words. He will be very proud that I know, which is very, very dangerous. He's going to fall very soon. Very soon, we'll have problem. Why? Because a person who is very proud will easily step on people's toes, very easily. And it will not discriminate who is the person. Mahabhagavad or Madhyam or Kanishta. He will step on any person's toe. That is the danger of pride. So, Gyan Vairagya are the ultimate goal of life. That whatever we practice, cultivating knowledge, our knowledge will help us to become renounced. True renunciation, pure renunciation, bona fide renunciation. Without knowledge, one cannot become detached from material enjoyment, and without being detached from material enjoyment, one cannot make spiritual advancement. There's no advancement. No advancement for a sense gratifier. A man came to Sanatana Goswami. Also very fortunate, very, very fortunate. Came to Sanatana Goswami. I'm very poor, I need some wealth. Can you help me? You are a sadhu. Do some miracle for me. Show me your power. A sadhu's power is not to make someone's material life comfortable. That is not the sadhu's power. A sadhu's power is that he is able to convince somebody to give up material sanctification. That is the power of a sadhu. A sadhu is powerful. If he can change people's consciousness from material to spiritual, he can plant Krishna in the heart of his audience. That is a sadhu. So when people just hear from him, they will change their consciousness, to give up material desires and take to Krishna consciousness. That is a sadhu. It's a sadhu. But this man, he came to Sanatana Goswami. Oh, Swamiji, please help me. So Sanatana Goswami said, oh, there's a stone in that trash can. Go and take. He went there and he searched. He saw this stone. He took it. Oh, wonderful. So he went to his house. Touched all the irons in his house. Became gold. Ha! Powerful sage. Powerful. He became Mr. Gold. He doesn't have to go to gold mine. He has a touchstone. So he was enjoying his senses. And one day, realization came to his mind. Now I am Mr. Gold. See, everything is gold. See, I can do anything. I can do anything now. So I'm enjoying now. What is making me Mr. Gold was given to me by a sadhu who does not have gold in his house. Neither does he have a house. He doesn't have a house. And he gave me this thing from a trash can, not from his altar. It was not from his altar. Opposite of Satyajit. Satyajit was keeping his Samantaka jewelry in his altar. He has a separate altar he constructed and he would do puja every day. In the kingdom where Satyajit was doing puja every day, the supreme personality of Godhead was physically present. He never do puja for him. The danger of sense gratification. One become blind to our self-interest. Satyajit did not do puja for Krishna, who is living there. He was seeing Krishna every day. He never did puja for him, but he was doing puja every day to his Samantaka Jiva. Just see our misfortune. Durudaivam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. Durudaivam, misfortune. That's a misfortune. The Satyajit did not see Krishna. In his situation, not like our situation. For some of us who doesn't believe that Krishna is in the deity. Some of us don't even believe that Krishna is there in the deity form. Or properly sitting here and he's seeing us every day. And looking at all the dirty things which we are still keeping in the heart. Does it make sense to some of us? Doesn't make sense. But Satyajit's situation is not like our own. The Supreme Personality of Godhead was physically present right there, not even in other city, right in the city where he lived. Every day, he was seeing Krishna every day. Never one day he made a mistake, even by mistake, to offer arti to Krishna. Not even by mistake. But he was very busy every day without fail, right on time. Never one day make mistake of being late. Never, he was never late one day. Every day on time. Sometimes we are late for our daily service. Sometimes we are late. Some of us are late. Late. Constantly. Satyajit? Never. Every day is fixed. Om Samantaka Jivaya Namaha. But he never say Om Narayana Namaha. He never said that. Even by mistake. He never said it. That is the danger of sense gratification. We will forget our self-interest. So it is said here, without knowledge, one cannot become detached from material enjoyment, and without being detached from material enjoyment, one cannot make spiritual advancement. One cannot make spiritual advancement. So Satyajit did not make advancement. He didn't make spiritual advancement. But this man, he has fortune. He has fortune. Actually, would have regret. He lamented the situation of Brishnis, the Dwarka verses. Only Uddhava lamented the situation. Because he's a pure devotee. Uddhava. Uddhava. He is pure devotee. So pure a devotee that Krishna gave him his Kaustubha jewels to wear. That is how intimate Uddhava and Krishna is. That's Uddhava. So close. He lamented his situation. That see, We are seeing the Supreme Personality of Godhead every day. But how did we see him? A family member. No, he's a family member. Brishni, we are all the same. Yeah, that's all. We see Krishna to be. Yeah, he's our family member. Yeah, he's our family member. So what? After all, Krishna was not a king there. Ugrasena is a king. And Krishna comes to give him a report every day. As your Lordship pleases, today we have done this, we have done that, we have done that. Krishna gave him report every day. Standing before Ugrasena, and he sit on the throne. Krishna will never sit on the throne. He was standing before Ugrasena to give him report. What they do every day. He was not sitting on the throne. That's his. How will we get a fortune to understand? This is the Supreme Personality of God. General Bismadev, he told you yesterday, see this, see this person. He is just standing here bewildering all of us what is mystic power, and we are thinking that, particularly for you, he is my family member. You can send him a message. And he will, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir, he will go. Let me tell you, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is Supreme Personality of Godhead. But he is bewildering all of us to think that he is one of us. What is illusory energy. But I'm telling you, we should understand that he is not. He is the Supreme Personality of God. Look at him. See him. See him standing here, right here. And Krishna kept quiet. He was standing there. He didn't say anything. He didn't say, yes, 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 it's true. I'm the Supreme. Krishna didn't say it. He kept quiet. So, we don't understand he is the Supreme Personality of God. Very rare. Very rare. Very rare to understand. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of God. It's a great, great, great fortune. But this man was very, very fortunate. So he thought, this thing which has made me Mr. Gold was not worship in the altar. As I'm doing now, it was in a trash can. Something in a trash can means what? Eh? Useless? Useless things are kept. Useless things are kept in the house. No. Means, yeah, to be thrown out. You say trash means to be thrown out. That is where I found this thing. So he said, but he says, say he's not ordinary person. Let me go back and ask him for something. So he came back to Sanatana Goswami. Sanatana Goswami you welcome him. Are you satisfied? You want to ask for something else? Yes, today is not for that thing. Today is not for that. Today I have a different question for you. Say, yes, ask me, what is the question? You gave me something from a trash can, which in my condition I value so much. Something in a trash can means that is useless for you. So sometimes you say me, yes, that is useless. Toast stone, useless, yes, that is trash. For you to have this at a trash means you have something better than this. Otherwise, I didn't throw it in a trash can. I'm worshipping it. But for you, it is in a trash can to be thrown out. That means you have something superior to this. That is why this is useless. Sanatana Goswami says, certainly, certainly, certainly. Something superior. This is a trash. that cannot be compared to what I have, that has made this a trust for me. So say, please, I beg you, as you gave me that one, I want you to give me this one also. Sanatana Goswami said, no problem, I will give it to you, but you have to make that also a trash. You have to make that also a trash. That is the qualification to have this. They don't go well together. If you can make it a trash, you throw it to the sea so that we never have access to it again. Then you come back, I will give you what is better than that. So he went and threw it away. Then he came back to Sanatana Goswami. So Sanatana Goswami gave him eternal, supreme, inexhaustible wealth, which is Prem Dan. It is Prem Dan. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And this man became inexhaustible, wealthy man. It's a Krishna conscious devotee. Karmis are generally engaged in sense gratification, and for this end, they are prepared to commit so many sinful activities. Animal sacrifice is but one such sinful activity. Consequently, by his mystic power, Narada Muni showed King Prachinaparishad the dead animals which he had sacrificed. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Comments or questions? Two things.
When I cultivate flowers.
Cultivate flowers. Huh. Very good.
So I have to put poison for the snail coming. Genda flowers for this snail.
Snail.
Yes. If
Put-
I do not put poison, the snail I will not get flower. So I will be obliged to do this action.
No.
I can get flower. So my question is, what is the
Oh, you plant the flower tree with snail. How?
snails coming from elsewhere?
Okay, snails come to eat the flower. Ah, I see. Like this marigold, snails used to eat it. Oh, this is a different experience. I've not had that before. First time I'm hearing the snail. They are eating the flowers. So when you put poison at the flowers so that the snail will not destroy them. So that, and by doing that, the snail dies. Okay. So now your question is, what will be the reaction for your activities? If the flowers you are planting is your business, you make money, you pay karma for it. If the flowers is not a business, it is only for Krishna, then Krishna will take the karma. Karmane nirdahatu kintu cha bhakti bhajam. Nirdahati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. So Brahma said, Krishna fried the seed of sin for the devotees. At the same time, karma bandhana. He will impose the reactions of our sinful activity for non-devotees. So, for Krishna, we can do anything. It's for Krishna. For our person, nothing. We have to check very carefully. But for Krishna, we don't need to check. So that is Lord Brahma's statement. Lord Krishna take care of that. All right? So you are free. Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna, Shri Guru.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much for this class. In the verse, Akama Sarva Kamava, it is mentioned that even if you have material desire or if you have desire liberation, still worship Krishna. But at the same time, Sri Rupa Goswami says that pure devotional service means no material desires.
Yes.
In one sense, we are told, even if you have material desires, if you want liberation, you approach the Lord. And on the other hand, you are told you should have zero, shunyam. So how can you understand these two?
Sutta Goswami said that in the second canto of Bhagavatam. Our acharyas, they explain, as I said it the other day, that the verse is not for devotees. This verse is not for devotees, it's for karmis. Yes. If we are non-devotees, it's to encourage non-devotees to approach Krishna. Because if we approach Krishna, irrespective of our dirty backgrounds, it's beneficial than to approach anyone else. Why? And Krishna himself, he said in Chaitanya Charitamrita, when one approached me for material things, I consider the person to be a fool. But I'm not a fool like that. Therefore, I will not give it to the person, but I will take my time to prepare that person. And eventually, the person will become pure from that contamination. Then I will give him something that the person will never be looking for something else for life. That is Krishna's costless mercy. Therefore, knowing how Krishna is very, very merciful, very, very kind, Sutta Goswami encourages everybody to go to Krishna because we get the ultimate result. There is one devotee. He made a prayer to Krishna. He said, Lord Krishna, you delivered Prahlad Maharaj. You protected Prahlad Maharaj from danger. He's a devotee. You protected Parikshit Maharaj. Well, helpless in the womb, helpless. Prahlad was a child, also helpless. Parikshit Maharaj, helpless. You protected him from Ashwatthama weapon, Brahmastra. Lord Krishna, you protected Gajendra Maharaj. He's a devotee. You gave all of them protection. Prahlad Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, Gajendra Maharaj. He mentioned another devotee. You protect it. But me, I am the ocean of ignorance. This is my position. Ocean of ignorance. And like Bhakti Matakura. Bhakti Matakura. I am a wicked sinner. A very wicked sinner who never maintain any religious principle. I destroy all religious principles, scriptural rules and regulations. I destroy all. Therefore, for me, I don't have a right to beg you for protection. But because I have heard that you are Patita Pavana, I am approaching you to protect me also. That is my qualification. And because of my sinful nature, I should be the first candidate for your redemption, your protection. So, deliver me also. This is how fortunate people think. This is how devotees think. Devotees think like this. Devotees never ask, what have I done wrong? What have I done? What wrong have I done? Devotees never say like that. Devotees never feel like that. Devotees feel, this is my situation. Bhakti Matakura. There is no sin which I have never committed 1,000,000 times. This is my situation. I'm begging you, deliver me. So these devotees pray like this. These are devotees pray. That we have hope in Krishna consciousness. Irrespective of our situation, we have hope that Krishna will deliver us. Therefore, Sir Papa says, stick to this process. Stick to this process. Our success is guaranteed. So it is not a mistake that Rupa Goswami has given us. He gave us the pure, the goal we should aim at. He gave the goal. It's not a fault. It's not a mistake. We should know the goal so we can know how to approach it. From any level, we can approach the goal. That is the beauty of Krishna consciousness.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhakti Dhira Swami Maharaj ki jai.